Welcome back to another video for HarborFinancialOnline.com. Today I'm going to be talking about self-employment tax, and I want to explain this tax to you guys to make sure that you're reporting this and you're paying these taxes if you own a small business, because this is overlooked by a lot of new small business owners. So I want to explain the tax in a way for you guys to understand. So let me get the video started, and hopefully I can help you guys out with this. So most of you are wondering, with the self-employment tax, how much am I going to have to pay? You're required by the IRS to pay 15% of your earnings to self-employment tax. Now this covers Medicare and Social Security for yourself. Now if you were employed by someone, you'd be getting this withdrawn out of your paycheck. So since you own a business, you have to figure this amount and you have to pay it to the IRS. So that's why it's required if you own a small business. You have to pay it on a quarterly basis to the IRS. So that means you're going to be filing the form for these quarterly taxes every 3 months to the IRS. Now you can submit these electronically, or you can submit them by paper and mail them in. It's your option. When you're figuring your taxes for the year, you can deduct up to 50% of your self-employment taxes paid. So what that means is most of you are going to have a Schedule C business. For a box of your deductions, you're going to have taxes paid, and you can deduct 50% of the self-employment tax that you paid for the entire year. So that's a good deduction that's allowed for you. You can try our online calculator. We have a great estimator at our website at HarborFinancialOnline.com, and you can actually see how much your self-employment tax is going to be by using our calculator. So I'd recommend doing that, and you can actually prepare the return directly online. In order to pay the self-employment tax, which is required for a small business if you make over $400 or more, you're going to have a valid Social Security number or a tax identification number. The reason for the Social Security number is they don't want illegal residents starting up a small business. So it's kind of a catch-all to enforce you to be a legal alien if you're starting a small business, how that works. You can either do the Social Security number, or you can go request a tax identification number. And how you do that is you go to irs.gov, and you can just put that in their search tool, and it'll bring up the form that you have to use to request a tax identification number. It's actually really easy, and it's done thousands of times every day. So it's not like you're going to get denied on that. As long as you have the valid Social Security number, you'll be issued a tax identification number, which will be put on your tax return each time you file. Even if you're doing a Schedule C, it gives you those two options to use either. So I want to take you to the actual form that you'll be sending in on a quarterly basis for the self-employment tax, and I'm going to show you our website real quick. So this is our website, HarborFinancialOnline.com. At the site, you can use the estimator, like I said, to figure that self-employment tax and how much you're going to have to pay, and you can prepare the return directly online here. So here's the self-employment tax form. Now what you have to do is you're filling out one of these every 3 months, to figure out exactly how much you're going to have to pay. But to make it easier, this form is going to be automatically provided to you. If you do the return online, it's automatically going to fill that out, and it'll allow you to determine how much you're going to have to pay every 3 months. So if you're new to business and new to taxes, I wouldn't try filling that form out by yourself if I were you. What I want to go over now is the criteria to determine if you're self-employed or not. So here's the rules set by the IRS. I'm going to go through these real quick. The first bullet, you carry on a trade or business as a sole proprietor and an independent contractor. So if you're, like I said, there's a $400 rule. So if you're running a business attempting to make income and you bring in over $400 or more, you're considered self-employed. you're a member of a partnership that carries on a trade or business. So if you're involved with other partners in a business, even if the total income of that business is $400 or more, you're still required to do the self-employment tax. Let's see here. I'm going to go through some of the other areas that I think are important. Part-time business. Some of you think if you don't have a full-time business, I don't have to file this. This is really an area that's overlooked. If you have a part-time business, say you're only working a couple hours a week, but you're crossing that, meeting that 400 or crossing it, you still have to file the self-employment tax, okay? Most people aren't doing that. And you can see here on the page that I have up, it really goes into detail on some of the areas of self-employment tax that you should understand if you're new to business, or say you've had a business for a while and you haven't been filing this. This will really answer all the questions you have here. More into depth of what I'm doing right now. I'm covering the most important areas for you guys. So you can see this here. Independent contractors, people such as doctors, dentists, veterinarians, lawyers, accountants, contractors, subcontractors. It goes on and on. So you really need to look at that to see if you should be filing this, okay? Here's the rules of the 400 or more. So I would take the time to go to the IRS website or our website, harborfinancialonline.com. We offer more information on this. You can prepare the return directly online, use our online estimator for the self-employment tax. So I'm going to go back to the video here. Make sure when you're doing these forms, if you're not going to use the online tax program, make sure you're filling these forms out right, because they're easy to mess up. They're pretty technical. If you have any questions about self-employment tax, send me an email, expert@harborfinancialonline.com. I'll answer any questions you guys have about self-employment tax. I appreciate you watching our videos. We're getting great feedback on them, so thank you. And check out our website, harborfinancialonline.com. And again, hopefully you check out some of my future videos, and thank you.